30 on 30 and up. You in the bud.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a 5th-round pick in the 2019 draft out of North Dakota State. It's Easton Stick.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job,
A gain of 15.
QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
New York.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stick sliding out of the... And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
On 1st down, it's Walker. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw, and caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this dip. Near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 40, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
The kicker on.
Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Just to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bradshaw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, McAllister. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Off the play fake, Bradshaw. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
The kicker.
And his defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And a week ago, as you get a look at the numbers, well over 100 yards, he was on fire.
He was on fire. Obviously, the offensive line was on fire, all the guys who were trying to assist him. But you know who else was? The play caller. Because his ego totally got out of the way, and he kept calling the plays that were working over and over, and they really didn't stop him.
Now the challenge, can they duplicate it? That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Green once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. These 5th-rounders, and to use him as an example, maybe you take a little bit of a flyer on someone, hope you hit goal.
Exactly, because when you get into the 5th round, you're usually not counting on him to become a starter right away. But we've seen so many times 5th, 6th, 7th, undrafted free agents who come in and make their way, and in a big way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 29. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, Bradshaw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to find Green. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
22-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well. And where
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Bills 7.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Off play action, it's Stick. This one caught by Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Stick looks to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He dumps it off for Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. So the fake punt unsuccessful. It was 4th and 1. Charles, what do you make of the call?
I'm not against him going for it there. In fact, I would have thought they just leave the offense out there and go for it on 4th and 1. Leave your experts on the field. That's what they do. That's what they do best. Sometimes I think coaches get a little too cute, and sometimes they outguess themselves.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go, and that's caught inside the 30. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time. Gonna give this time to the tailback. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bradshaw flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Bills will move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll bang that one through. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, New York.
The first down carry for Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck. That one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 14. First
and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. A shotgun throw for Stick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1st and 10, Stick. They set up the screen for Henry. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Stick from the gun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Stick back to pass. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
17.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To throw on second down. Bradshaw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
17.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off play action. Bradshaw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
They're going to try and throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Bradshaw on his slant, complete to Green. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Walker again.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
The kicker.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Davis. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Brought down behind the...
If these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing on 1st down. Bradshaw. Green with a catch left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's good.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Bradshaw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again. Bradshaw. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
1st and 10.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, McAllister.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
On 3rd down, Bradshaw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Stick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Stick looking to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Jets.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he coughed it up. And the Bills have recovered.
Stick on the keeper.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bradshaw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Bradshaw's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills will extend their lead.
For the point after.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
It worked. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Stick. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Stick to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I want to know why I didn't get the football.
Throw over the middle, taken in. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Davis will try to run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Jets.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Loss of 3 yards.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
The kicker on.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Bradshaw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
23-yard line.
From the gun, Bradshaw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 21-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Number 82.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Jets.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got Njoku over the middle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Stick looks to throw it again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This one caught by Davis. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Stick looks to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. A shotgun throw for Stick. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
The quarterback forced out of bounds.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Green. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards.
46-yard line.
And the Bills will move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an